Begin tonight with a push for new tenant protections at the State House. Mayor Walsh was among the speakers, calling for supportive legislation to give more protection from displacement to low-income and elderly renters. One bill would give some low-income tenants faced with eviction the right to have court-appointed lawyers. Another would prohibit no-fault evictions of renters over 75 years old.
They're by themselves. They want to stay independent. They want to stay in the neighborhood they know and love. They want to stay in the neighborhood they built. They want to stay in the neighborhood they worked in. Our legislation will provide tenants over 75 years of age with just cause protections. The term simply means the landlord must provide a legitimate reason for an eviction, such as failure to pay rent, damage to property, or illegal activity. Landlords could still raise the rent each year by as much as 5%. It would make legal representation in eviction proceedings a right, just like it is for defendants in criminal cases. If a tenant could not afford their own attorney, one would be appointed to them by the Massachusetts Committee of Public Counsel. This is not about stacking the deck in favor of tenants. It's about ensuring equal justice above the law.
The displacement pressures are very real. And one of the most hard-hit populations in my community and elsewhere are seniors, who are particularly vulnerable because many of them have been rooted in our community forever. They built our community. And frankly, we owe them a duty to take care of them and keep them in the place where their social support system is, where their social network is, and where they contributed so much to the life and vitality of the communities.
We are seeing more and more elderly people that have done nothing wrong. They've lived in the same unit for decades, contributed to their communities, and they're being asked to leave their apartments, and they have no place to go. So this bill would only allow evictions if they've done something wrong, and that's hard to prove, especially with an older population. And two, would limit their rent increases to 5% a year. Common sense legislation and protection for, like I said, our most vulnerable.
Bills were sponsored by Representatives China Tyler and Adrian Modero and State Senator Sal DiDomenico.